Children, next we will discuss about what are the rules that we follow while writing a Lewis dot structure for a molecule. When we are writing the Lewis dot structure, our basic requirement or our basic agenda behind writing a Lewis dot structure is to get 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So basically we are looking at obtaining an octet for both our atoms in our molecule. Now, in order to get 8 electrons in its outermost shell, we have to follow some rules while writing these Lewis dot structure. These are the rules that we need to follow. I will tell you which are the lines that you need to underline. But first, let's understand. What is the first rule? Total number of electrons required for writing the structure are obtained by adding the valence electrons of the combining atoms. That means, while we are writing methane, what is methane comprised of? Carbon and hydrogen. Carbon is 6, that means 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 electronic configuration. Hydrogen is 1, 1s1. That means the total number of valence electron that you require here is plus 4. It will be 2p6 unstable. Here you require only plus 1. 1s2, it will be stable. So for methane, for carbon in methane, you require 4 electrons. That is why you have 4 hydrogen atoms. For hydrogen, you require 1 electron each. That is why every hydrogen atom combines with a single carbon atom. The next rule that you are going to follow is, children, please underline accordingly. For anions, each negative charge means how many electrons? Of course, you are adding 1 electron. That is what each negative charge will mean, because electrons represent one minus charge, one negative charge, and for each cation 1 positive charge would be added. That means if we are talking about an anion CO3 2 minus, how many negative charges are there in this anion? There are 2 negative charges. That means addition of 2 electrons. NH4 positive, loss of 1 electron or gain of 1 positive charge. Loss of 1 electron, which is gain of 1 positive charge. Both are same. What is the third rule? The third rule is, while you are writing the Lewis dot structure, you must know the chemical symbol and the chemical formulae of the atoms combined. If you don't know that carbon is represented by a C and hydrogen is represented by a H, you will not be able to write Lewis structures properly. Fourth rule, the least electronegative atom becomes the central atom. Look here. CH4 में who is more electronegative and who is less electronegative? In CH4, carbon becomes the central atom. For the simple reason is there are 4 hydrogen atoms surrounding it. But if you talk about CO3 2 minus, then we all know that carbon is lesser electronegative and oxygen is more electronegative. What is the rule saying? The least electronegative atom occupies central position. Look here. Carbon, because it is less electronegative than oxygen, so it is at the central position with oxygens surrounding it. Of course, methane you can understand is an exceptional case. Look for another molecule, NH3. Nitrogen is lesser electronegative than hydrogen or NH4 positive whatsoever. Nitrogen is less electronegative than hydrogen, so nitrogen will occupy the central position and hydrogens will surround it. Okay, that is what. And the last rule is, when the shared pair of electrons is 2, it is single bond. The remaining electron pairs are either utilized means used to form multiple bonds, or they remain as lone pairs. If we are talking about water, then these 2 are lone pairs. The unused electron, the used electrons are used to form single bonds. And the unused electrons are either used to form multiple bonds, as in this case, the unused electrons are used to form multiple bonds. But when we are talking about water, then the unused electrons remain as lone pair of electrons. So basically, children, these are the rules we have to follow while we are writing a Lewis dot structure. The sentences that I have underlined is important.